Howdy, folks. It's Angelo Young again with the Daily Opinion Podcast. Fact check, not checking no facts. I don't know why I started even saying that because this whole thing is because I fact check. So don't know why I said not checking no facts, but it is what it is. Hey, we already started. We gonna end with it. We gonna keep it moving. Let's see. So dope stuff. I kind of don't even want to talk about it because with the way that GTA 6 has been playing with everybody's heartstrings, I don't think that they deserve the press I'm about to give them. The 8 people that watch this podcast shouldn't even hear about this just because, you know, they're promising that it's coming in, I believe, November now, 2026. I don't even keep up with it anymore. I'm not enthused until it's like the month of. Because they had to have changed the release date on this thing at least 3 to 4 times at this point, and by pretty broad margins. So I'm not tripping about it. I mean, I think GameStop has an actual release date as November, but I don't put it past Rockstar to they probably have to, I don't know, do merch or advertising with GameStop. So it's okay, this is a much more hardcore release date, but I don't it's Rockstar. They put $2 billion into this fucking game. They're not I don't think some mishap with GameStop is really slowing down GTA. And that's the thing, GameStop is kind of a dying industry at this point. People go to GameStop, but I think most people just do all their stuff offline. I know when the PS5 first dropped, I was more yeah, I will I'd want the one where I could use the disc so that I could just keep buying games, and then when I'm done with it, I could trade it in when I was a kid. But as I got older, I bought an Alienware computer or laptop, whatever, to play video games off of, and I pretty much buy all my games now and I haven't had to put a disc in probably 3 years at this point. It's crazy to think about. Time flies. But this is what I was talking about with Rockstar. So they said Rockstar has partnered with NBA 2K to add NBA 2K26 to GTA Plus games library. Let me see. From March 10th to April 20th, GTA Plus members on the PS5 and Xbox Series S will be able to play the full NBA 2K26 game for a limited time. Members will also receive bonus content, including 5,000 VC, 6 skill points, and a diamond player pack to help build their squad. I saw this and I was okay, I don't know what GTA Plus is. GTA 5 was great, but I never got into the multiplayer of it all. But I was thinking, wouldn't it be crazy if when GTA 6 hits, you could play games as your character in the game, right? So let's say you have NBA 2K on your actual PlayStation, but then you log into GTA 6, your character logs into his own PlayStation inside GTA 6, plays the game, and then that character in the basketball player that's in your GTA 6 game is different than your basketball player than in real life. Now that would be a trip because then there will be 2 different sides of leaderboards and everything like that. Hey, this guy is fire when it's in GTA 6, and then it's this guy is fire when it's in the real world at 2K. But they said GTA 6 was supposed to have their own basketball, so we'll see how that works out because that would be crazy. The way, and that's the thing, I don't know, maybe these people are not freaks, but obsessive. It's tough for me to just play a game constant, because I'm you can't progress that much. It's a 10-year-old game. It's crazy. You know what I mean? There's not, in my opinion, there's not that much to do. And maybe it's just fooling around with friends. I don't have any friends that play video games like that for me to be, hopping online or whatever with them. But I don't, the game's 10 years old and people are still playing it. So, it's going to be interesting how GTA 6 goes because it seems like that shit's going to have to last 20 years. I'm going to be 50 years old before we get GTA 7. Unless GTA 6 flops and they're going to be we have to really do something right now because we do not have our money back anymore. Because I think people are playing GTA 5 because I think the servers are going to go down fairly quickly after GTA 6 comes out, which I don't think so. I think Rockstar is going to keep them open as long as they're making more money than what the servers cost. So it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun time, November or October, something like that. we'll see how GTA 6 goes, but I ain't waiting. Shoot. Actually, what I do want to play, I think it's called Crimson Nights, Crimson Skies. I think that thing looks pretty crazy, but the same way, because I was watching and I was like, literally the first time I saw it, like some gameplay walkthrough, I was like, this looks like way too good to be true. Like the shit that you're doing, like in the graphics, it looks way too good to be true. Now they haven't shown, I don't believe, any sort of story or anything. I'm not even a story guy. I'm like, hey, if I can go out there and just level up my character, have fun, that's what I'm looking for. I don't need to sit down and learn everyone's names and everything like that. So, it's going to be fun to see how this goes. Because that's the thing. Sometimes, like, when games are, not even sometimes, a lot of times when games are just hyped up too much, people don't respect it because it's like, we were anticipating this thing was about to be fire, and it turns out it's, like, very mid. So, like, it's, or not, and that's the thing. And then it's still a legitimately good game or even a great game, but it's like you hyped it up so much that they thought that they would be playing this for the next year and a half and being able to do all this extra exploration. Because what was it? I think it was Peter Molyneux. I'm showing my age right now, but Peter Molyneux for Fable. I can't remember his name. Some French nigga. He would hype up each and every Fable so much, and like the first Fable was great, second Fable was pretty good, and third Fable was like eh. Now they come up with Fable 4. They don't have Peter Molyneux, but every single time they would hype it up, and I felt like it only hurt it. Like, yeah, you would get the sales, but then it's like, first day sales at least, but then it's like, okay, everyone's returning the game. No one's really feeling it. Like, was it worth it at that rate? But I don't know. I mean, because I feel like now gaming companies understand when you drop something, kind of not even out of nowhere, it can be known, but like when you drop something that's kind of unknown and then people see it as a hidden gem, that's where you get the people grabbing it, buying it, and keeping it. Like Clear Obscure, like that was one that I didn't even know what it was, and I seen it and I was like, okay. The day one, I mean, I saw it, I was like, okay, like I don't even know what that I'm probably not gonna play it. And then I saw like videos on it of people being like, yo, this game is a banger. I was like, okay, shoot, let me try it. And it was a banger, and I was really impressed. So if that studio makes anything else, I'm instantly grabbing it, just because they did a good job of not having to do a ton of advertisements, getting you hyped up and then letting you down at the end of the day. But same with Helldivers, like that one fell off for me, but I know a lot of people still like it, and that one pretty much, for me at least, it came out of nowhere. That one seems like it could have had some advertisement. I have no clue, but let me get off video game shit. I'll talk about this all day, but shoot, let's see what's next. So we do know that Kristi Koem was fired. This is like within the hour that I heard this. Like she was fired as the Homeland Security Secretary. Now, the thing with me is that I don't know who she is. Like, I've heard of her name, Kristi Koem. I don't know what she does. I don't know how she affects anything. I have no clue. So it's rough. I don't know why he did it. Actually, let me read this. Let me see what happened. No, they don't say anything. She's just been fired as a DHS secretary, and Senator Mark Wayne Mullen will be named as her replacement effective March 31st. So I don't know, but that's the thing. I think, man, I don't know, bro. It's so crazy because, like, when I was younger, I would watch certain like shows or movies, and it was just so insane to me that anyone would join up with like the backstabbing, like I'll throw you under the water immediately, fuck you, leader, versus like the leader that's wholesome and is like trying to constantly teach and like, keep their people up. Like Donald Trump, he'll fucking throw you out to the water, to the wolves, like at a second. It doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know what she's done. I don't know what any backroom stuff, or she might be called into the Epstein trials. I have no clue. But hold on, Kristi Koem, wasn't that the one that was being? Hold on, let me check on this real quick. No, it's not her. That was Pam Bondi. I was thinking about the lady that was like, why are you even talking to me about this? Like, Donald Trump raised the Dow above 50,000. It's like, what does that, ma'am? I don't know, it's crazy. But either way, Yeah, I have no clue what Kristi Noem did, so I kind of feel ignorant. I like to think I at least know a little bit about politics, but I couldn't tell you what she does at all. Hopefully she finds a good place to chill at. But other than that, I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Yeah, so moving on to the next one. This one's sad. Like the United States, I don't know what's gonna happen. I genuinely have no clue. Like it seems like the economy's just getting really fucked up, super fucked up. So I'm like, but either way, it says the highest earning jobs in the top 10 economies. That doesn't even make any sense. Top 10 economies countries. So this probably is not real. Then I'm just gonna say that United States OnlyFans creator is number one. In China, tech executive. Germany, specialist physician. Japan, surgeon. India, AI engineer. UK, investment banker. France is a surgeon. I want to keep saying sturgeon, but Italy, a specialist physician. Canada, software engineer. And Brazil, surgeon. Jesus. And it's like, I don't know. It's crazy. I like, but who? If they're the number one, I guess it's entertainment. Like, yeah, America's always been like, if you're an entertainer, if you can entertain somebody, you make the most money. Like, imagine you entertain 1,000 people at $10 a month, right? So that means you're making $10,000 a month. Easy. Like that's a good life. That's a good life. That's a very good life. And it's really not that much, not that many people if you compare it to the entire world, you know what I mean? So, I guess with OnlyFans, like if you got 2,000 or 5,000 people, but what would you have to do? Like it's just interesting to me because it's like, do these guys not know that they're not really talking to girls when they're like texting them and everything on OnlyFans? Like they have their own, like, there's other businesses that you'll outsource to that will just act like you and text these guys back because obviously if you have 5,000, 10,000 people that are texting you every day and your OnlyFans says like, yeah, I always text, I always talk back. Like it can never be the girl. She's not on her phone talking to some fat fuck that's sitting on his couch beating his dick to her, like, and thinking legitimately like, yeah, she's pretty much on me right now. Like if I call, she's gonna pick up. It's like, no, buddy, like this is clearly not her. And with technology nowadays, I can't guarantee, but I bet that some of these like OnlyFans girls are just AI. They're just fake people. Some dude on the other end, some company on the other end that partner with the OnlyFans that is letting OnlyFans get 50% of the profits. It's just like, it's insane. I'm also making all that stuff up, so don't take that as what is actually happening. I could just see it, coming out a few years later. OnlyFans is getting sued for $861 trillion. And it's like, okay, that's nothing. We're going to be in the fucking quadrillions at that point. Let's see. Frozen food sold at Trader Joe's and other stores recalled. That's not fun. Let's see a good one. Oh, maybe I should search and then pop back on here when I actually find one. Bro, here, I can say this. Look, we got this man, I don't know what his name is. Costco CEO makes, $1 million a year. That sounds crazy, but I mean, for Costco CEO, he could be making literally probably 100 times more, $100 million a year. I guarantee you they have it within their budget. And pays workers $29 an hour with benefits, so not cutting people out. Like, bro, I was a lead designer at a company that worked for AT&T, that did subcontracting work for AT&T and like other people. So they're making good money. I was making $20 as a lead. I'm like, this is crazy. With the college degree, as a lead, I was making $20. And you know what? When the folks under me was making, they was also making $20. I'm like, how the fuck does that work out? I'm doing more work and I just make the exact same money as y'all. Actually, I was not the youngest, but the newest person there. So they was probably making more. Just I don't know if they even gave raises at that company. I was there for like 2 years. I didn't get a raise. I didn't get a bonus. My boss is bitching about overtime. Either way, the Sam's Club CEO makes $25 million and pays $15 an hour. One has 6% turnover, while the other has 44%. Yeah, and that's one thing I was talking to my wife about, where it was like, it doesn't make any sense to make a company that's so terrible that it's always turning people over. Like, I've worked at companies with high turnover. My wife has too, and pretty much it's all the same. Where it's just like they put profits over everything. But then it's also like if you have all these people, like you pretty much only get desperate people, and they're constantly looking for jobs. So as soon as you get someone in that that as soon as you bring someone in, you already know they're like, this place is gonna suck. Not that they know it already, but after maybe 3 months, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, this place sucks. Like they don't care about their people. Like they don't care that we're making them a ton of money. I'm going to leave and go to a better place, and they just don't care because the thing is I've seen companies where there's like a few people that do a ton of work. And then when they leave, it's like, oh shoot, we have to, give it to other people, but then the other people don't know how to do it. And it's like, do you not understand how this works? Like, if this happens, well, that's the thing. I say all this, but I haven't seen a company die or close because of something like this. I at least haven't heard of it. Usually they'll find a workaround. They'll probably, and that's the craziest thing is that a lot of time, well, this at least happened to my mother. She was working like crazy hours, like I think like maybe 10, 11-hour days, and then also working on the weekends. I know some of y'all are going to be like, that ain't even real hours, whatever. But she was working 10, 11-hour days, 5 days a week. And then she would also work on the weekends, maybe, 4, 5, 6 hours. Like not the entire weekend, but at nighttime she would work. And she was doing like, a lot of things that other people didn't know how to do. And so when she left the company, they reached out to her and they was like, hey, we can't get this done. We'll actually pay you like 3 times your normal rate just for you to do this like at home. So then she didn't have to stay at the office late. She didn't have to do all this BS. And it's just like, if you just treated folks right and gave them what you think that they deserve, like you can understand that they would be happier. Like, and then they would want to stay and then start not fucking up business. It's just so silly because I'm like, I ain't even gonna say that because they might find my podcast and be like, you know what, we gotta let you go, buddy. You plotting on our downfall. Let's see about this whole Costco Sam's Club thing. See if there's anything interested in these like little factoid notes or whatever, or if it's just Costco propaganda. I've never even used Costco. I use Sam's Club. Probably need to redo. I'm gonna see if there's even a Costco around here. See, and right here, this is exactly what I was talking about. Costco's revenue per employee is $850,000 per year. Sam's Club revenue per employee is $380,000 per year. So Costco workers are more productive because they're trained, experienced, and motivated. So, and I am not like an accountant. I'm not a specialist in business by any means, but assuming that, the difference in pay, like $29 an hour is like $60,000. So the $8,500 is a wash. That equals out to $790,000. And if the Sam's Club employee is making 15, what is that? It's about 33 or something like that. So then, that means that their revenue per employee, Sam's Club, would be $350. So like less than half of what the Costco's is. So even if Costco pays benefits to these people, they're probably still making more money per person. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, again, like evil just needs to be evil. Like even if it's in its best interest, it's like, I need to be evil. Like, what's it saying? He'd rather have a dirty nickel than a clean dollar, where it's pretty much like he'd rather do something like, because there are people in there whose minds are like attributed to crime, where they're like, I have to, like, I am predisposed, my brain chemistry, whatever it is, that I need to do crimes. Like doing things legally or the right way is not like it drives me insane. So it's like, I'd rather make less money doing something illegal that I might go to jail over, which is what the dirty nickel is, versus a clean dollar where it's like, hey, you can do it legally, you're not going to get in trouble, and then you'll also make more money. Like, I genuinely feel like that's a lot of these, like, private equity firms and everything, just because, like, if you think of what even a private equity firm is, and again, I'm just speaking out my butt. This is a daily opinion show. Remember that, folks. A private equity firm buys other businesses that are profitable, and then they essentially run them to get the profits. So what I think happens is like, hey, a business is made by someone, is brought from the ground up. That's their baby. They care about their people. They give their employees like competitive wages or fair wages at least, and also give them good benefits to make sure that they retain those good employees. And then it's also like, I've worked with you for 7 years, and now we built this beautiful thing. I'm not going to just start screwing you. We're both legitimately good people. But then, maybe the owner gets a little bit older, his kids don't want to take over, or, maybe he's just like, I'm bored with this. I want to move on to the next thing. And the private equity comes in, knock, knock, knock. Hey, you make $1 million a year. We'll give you $5 million for this business. You profit, or you have a revenue of $1 million. We'll give you $5 million straight out for this business. And so then they go in and they're like, okay, we just paid him 5. We got the business now, which if we just wait 5 years, not even 5, we probably wait 4 years due to inflation, we'll probably make all the money back, assuming you keep the same amount of work. But what they do is they say, nope, we want that money. We have to make sure our stakeholders are happy. We're going to have to, cut the benefits, give them crappy benefits so that, we can save on that end. We're not going to start giving standard of living increases, because that's just going to mean that we're putting out more money. We're not going to give out bonuses anymore, because, again, that's just more money to each employee. That doesn't make any sense when we can retain on our own. And then when shit starts going to hell and they're like, why is everyone leaving? We don't have people to do the work. What are the managers doing wrong that we can't make up for? Why is and it's like, it's not us, it's you, dummy. If this happens to every business that you buy, it's literally because of your tactics. You yelling, bitching, and moaning don't change nothing. It don't make people want to stay just because you're being harsh to them. Like, people got kids, people got families. Work is not what it is. Work is not what it was to the boomers and whatnot. Because even with boomers, they got pensions, they got retirement plans and shit, where if you just stay there for 20 years, you're going to be set. We don't have that shit no more. So what the fuck is the point in staying? It's like, yeah, I'm a job hop, because if I stay here, I'm gonna stay if I got here in 2020 and I stayed there till 2006, I'd still be getting paid in 2020, versus if I job hop, then I'll be getting paid in 2006. Not in 2006, but 2006, like with the standard of living increases. If I were to get a job at $60,000 at 2020, it should probably be like, did I say 2,000, 6,000, or let's say 50,000. $50,000 in 2020. It's like, yeah, it will probably be, let's even look it up. I'm gonna see what the rate of inflation is. All right, ChatGPT is taking its time. So we have 3% is about the rate of inflation. 2022 is 8%. That's crazy. So that can't be right. There's no way that this is right. They said they should be making $64,000 a year. 28 prices are 28% higher. Well, I did inflation. I need to do standard of living, actually. So that's even crazier. So it went up 1.28. So if your groceries were like $100, now they're $128. That's so crazy. It's so ridiculous, bro. We might have to move countries, y'all. Like, real talk. I'm like, the only thing is I don't know where to go. Like, as a black man, I'm like, I hear all these other countries are wild racist. Maybe Canada, Toronto. I went up there. It was cool, but I'm like, it's cold though. And they ain't got nothing out there. They got like the Ed Hardy's or whatever, that place that you used to get donuts from. And ain't nothing really out there. I was kind of underwhelmed when I went there. I mean, the buildings were nice in the city. Like, Toronto is a nice city, but I was extremely underwhelmed. I'm like, they don't, like, the suburbs don't even feel like a suburb. Like, it feels like it's like Utah. Just nothing. Just land everywhere. I'm like, y'all need to start. See, now I'm turning evil. That's the thing. I go over there, I start doing evil shit. Tear up all this land. Put a fucking mall. Oh, man. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Okay, well, shit. It is what it is. But yeah, no. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Let me see. Oh yeah, so it seems like it pays to just be nice. The Costco guy's taking in less money, and that's the thing. He's a good one, bro. Because I would have been balling the fuck out. Like, I'm not lying. I'm gonna treat my people right, but understand, if I make a business from the ground up, I'm balling the fuck out. Fuck $1 million, nigga. I'm at least getting 3 at the very least. How much did Costco make in profits? Hold on, let me see. Costco profits. I gotta let this dog out soon. Okay, net income was $8.1 billion. That was their income. Revenue, $275 billion. That's insane. So yeah, he made $8.1 billion, bro. Yeah, I'm getting that 10. I don't care. I'm getting that 10 million. Easy. I'm not the one. I'm sorry. I'm not the one. I got to flex. I'm going to pull up in a Bentley. But I'm going to be like, yo, but hey, man, y'all making like crazy money, y'all. Like, you're good. You only have like student loan debt or nothing. You straight. But here to say, I didn't really have too many good topics this week, to be real. I got to do better with it. It's just hard. I'm like, what do I find? What do I find to talk about? It's crazy. If you know how a good way to find something to talk about that deals with pop culture, technology, or like maybe just like light politics, I don't want to get too into like the Trump side. Like when it gets into more fun politics, then I'll be cool with it. But like, I'm not trying to get into the Trump stuff because I think it's just depressing, and I don't think people come here for that. So if you got anything, please let me know. You can hit me up at the Daily Opinion podcast at gmail.com. You can find me on Instagram at the Daily Opinion Podcast. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on what's the other one? TikTok. Yo, I'm old, yo. So yeah, hey man, keep your head up. Take it easy.